That's right, y'all. Come with me to make some chicken, broccoli, cheddar vegetable soup. First, I started off with a little soy sauce for flavor for my chicken. And by the way, these are boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which I had already cleaned before they entered this bowl. Then I'm just showing you my seasonings that I used. After I seasoned it to my likings, then I went in and mixed it all up really good, really well. Really, really good, really well. And straight after that, I ended up, my pan was already heated. A little olive oil, this is the olive oil blend, a little real butter, and then go on ahead and add my chicken. Let that, I want to say, it depends on your doneness of your chicken. I cooked it to about like almost done. It was still a little pink on the inside. This is the way I make my chicken so that it's real good and tender as well, knowing it was going to be in the soup water, which will cook it more. That's me turning them over. You got to be careful actually with those chicken thighs simply because it's folds in them and some parts wouldn't be that done, but I ended up turning it over and making sure, it was done to my liking. Then took them out. Then I want to say right after this, I just kind of set them to the side. Cut up me some celery, really good or to your liking. And then I went in with some scallion onions. And then after those onions, I ended up getting some fresh garlic. You can use, whatever kind of garlic you use. Some people use the garlic, just from the refrigerator. But I just want to, use fresh garlic. I like fresh stuff. And then I went in with some mini bella mushrooms. And, hey, you can put whatever you want in your soup. That's what I did. I love mushrooms. I love fresh ingredients as well. Cut those up finely. And then after that, immediately, and that's just showing you the broccoli crowns and the other fresh herbs that I used. But shortly after that, I ended up putting all of my vegetables along with some olive oil in a large stock pot, and garlic, the mushrooms, all of those vegetables. I ended up adding a little bit more onion. And hey, if you don't like onion, you don't like it, but I do. And with my garlic and onion right there. So, and then, let that get fragrant. And I want to say about 10 minutes. You want to kind of like saute those vegetables. Then I added my fresh herbs, Italian and basil. Continue to give them a good stir, making sure it's all done. Then went in with my chicken broth, just simply for flavor. It's like basically kind of the base of the soup. You can use chicken stock as well. It's up to you. Use what you like. Give it a good stir. And I also added some milk to this mixture, about a cup and a half because it was what I had left. And then just a little flour and water. You can use cornstarch and water as well, just to thicken it up and give you that, the white base as everybody like for that cheddar broccoli. Oh, and remember my chicken. I ended up going in and cutting that chicken up, and it was so tender, y'all. Ooh, so tender. Real tender. And then I ended up adding that to the pot as well. Then you kind of want to bring it to a boil and then a good simmer. I ended up having to go to the store, y'all, to add my broccoli and carrots last. I got matchstick carrots and just broccoli crowns, and I cut them kind of in half and small so that, And then those are the other seasonings that I use for that good chicken flavor. Use, what you like. I added additional seasons, garlic powder, onion powders, little sea salt and pepper, fresh cracked pepper as well. And I added a little bit more water because I had a big old pot. And then you'll see me, cutting up my broccoli. I wanted them kind of not too big, not too skinny. I ended up adding them last, like I said, because I don't like my vegetables overdone or too soft. So I added those kind of like towards the end, giving it a good stir again, letting that simmer. And I ended up adding this cream of chicken. You don't have to, but to me it added more flavor. And then I went in and with my cheese, you could use whichever cheese you like. You could have used cheddar, but I used Colby Jack and Sharp. And save some of the sharp cheddar for just adding a little bit on top to your bowl. Give it a good stir after you add that. And then here's me adding my cream of chicken for thickening and flavor. Giving it a good stir. Letting it simmer for a while. I want to say about really like 30 minutes, 30 to 45. It depends, taste your food. Make sure it's to your liking, Then I went in with some Italian bread from Kroger, just $2.49. Just use some olive oil, butter, little Italian seasoning, maybe some Dano's all-purpose. And then it was so good, y'all. When I tell you, when you dip that bread in this soup, I couldn't stop eating it. And I gotta go make some more bread, y'all. When I tell you good, yummy, delicious is an understatement. Ha! Understatement. But anywho's, they be cooking, y'all. Hopefully y'all like my video. I'm trying to start something new and just invite y'all into my kitchen because I love cooking and using fresh ingredients. It soothes me. It helps me. It's relaxing. And when I tell you 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss.